Cheyenne Emethan here. I am a third grade teacher in the Elementary Preparatory Academy, Cromer Elementary School, Flagstaff Unified School District. This spring allotted me an opportunity to go to Nepal and take my students on a virtual field trip of the trek to Everest Base Camp. And with that in mind, I would like them to take you on the tour that I went on. And I thank them for their research, their patience with me while I was gone, and the many things that I learned because of them are deep and profound, and I will keep them with me always. So.
Hi, this is reporter E, and this is one of my Simonton students. Hello. Hey there, I heard that your teacher went to Mount Everest Base Camp. Do you mind if I interview you on that? Yes, she did, and I don't mind. Okay, so what started the whole thing about her going there?
Well, we were following these people named Dr. Jon, Colin, and Brady.
Why were you following them?
Well, they were trying to break the world record of climbing K2 in the winter, and instead of them wanted us to see people that persevered and tried their best.
Yeah, and so where did Everest come in?
Well, Dr. Jon was doing fundraisers for the porters, Sherpas, and the teahouse workers, and whoever donated money got their name put in a bowl and got pulled out to go to Mount Everest Base Camp. And the citizen donated money, but sadly she didn't get called.
And so how was she able to go?
She emailed Dr. Jon and asked if she could go to Mount Everest Base Camp with them.
And what did he say? I assume he said yes.
He did say yes, and it was very exciting.
Yeah, so did you fly straight to Nepal?
No, actually. We flew from Phoenix to Seattle, all the way over Greenland to Qatar, then to Kathmandu. Then we flew in a helicopter to Lhakpa, and then that's where the hiking began.
This is a close-up of Lhakpa Airport, and this is where it actually is. Lhakpa Airport is one of the most dangerous airports in the world because of its landing strip. The airport's name is Tenzing Hillary Airport. The name Tenzing Hillary Airport is to honor Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, who were the first to summit Everest. That must have been a long time ago.
And here's another one of Miss Simonton's students. Can you give me some facts about Lhakpa?
Sure.
So where exactly is Lhakpa?
Right here is the close-up, right here where it actually is.
Did she stay there for the night?
No, she spent 1 hour there.
Did she fly on a plane? Because I heard that coming in an airplane is very dangerous.
No, she went on a helicopter with Dr. Jon, Dana, Ben, Stan, Mike, Gelje Sherpa, and Lhakpa Sherpa.
Oh, okay, that's way safer. What is the altitude of Lhakpa?
9,383 feet.
Here's Namchi right here.
Namchi, that's where we'll be tonight.
Okay.
And
Where are we right now?
we're down in here.
Okay.
So there's the big suspension bridges. And this doesn't appear to be a very good scale, though. Somewhere down in here is Monto.
And then we go up that way.
Yeah. And then we'll be going, this is Tingbuche right here.
Come on in.
Tingbuche. No, Namche. Namche for 2 days. Debuche and Tingbuche. And then Tingbuche. And then Lomache. Gorkshep is that little thing right there. And then base camp's in there.
And then we go, where's Lomache East?
Lomache East is right here.
Where's
And then
downtown?
we climb that.
And then you get the view of Everest.
And that'll take us to our route.
Good scale.
Today I'm going to talk about the formation of the Himalayas. On our field trip, we learned that the Himalayas were formed about 40 to 50 million years ago, just a little bit younger than our teacher, Miss Simpson. Also, the Himalayas have the highest mountain above sea level on our planet, Mount Everest. The continent of India, which was being carried north on its plate, collided with Asia. Since these two continents crashed into each other, India has moved 2,000 kilometers farther north at a rate of about 5 centimeters a year, sliding beneath Asia as it moves. Because of this, the crust has become super thick, reaching a maximum of 78 kilometers beneath Tibetan Plateau. This thick, light crust rides atop the denser metal, adding to the Himalayas' great height, which we got to see.
Children in the Companionship region.
We met some very darling kids there. They had to walk to school and sometimes got stuck in yak trains. They had to wear the same suits. They played soccer with Mike and Dr. John. We saw kids helping with chores and they looked like they liked it.
Come on. Shoot! Shoot!
Whoa! Yes.
Yes.
We went to some monasteries in the Tingbuche region. The main religion in this region is Buddhism. There are special people in this religion like monks and lamas, not the animal. We went to 3 monasteries. We went to one outside of the village Fating, which is right here. One that was really big called Tingbuche, which is right here. And another one that higher up on the trail, which is right here. Well,
Lhakpa Sherpa helped us learn about important things about the religion. There are things that are called prayer wheels that when you spin them, they send thousands of prayers into the air. We would spin them. Sometimes we'd spin the big ones 3 times. And we also saw prayer flags. Prayer flags send out prayers to blow away. They were everywhere. An item called prayer stones. Prayer stones are stones that people wrote on 1,000 years ago. And new ones are constantly being added. There were prayer stones everywhere, and they even were fences made out of them. We went to some stupas. Stupas are buildings that you can't enter, and they were also religious. That's also a building from Buddha, which looks like Buddha has today because the bottom represents the world, the middle represents good deeds, the second to last represents the eyes, the last part represents the head of Buddha. Also, whenever we went across a religious site, we had to make sure we walked to its left.
This means Omanai Padma Hum. This is Tingbuche Monastery. As we approached the stupa, we went to the left.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about the agriculture of the Khumbu region. In the Khumbu region, potatoes are the most common crop. Soul food is grown in villages. Soul food is grown on farms that use sustainable organic methods. We saw many farmers working on their gardens and harvesting crops. We saw many rhododendrons, which happens to be Nepal's national flower. The name Malali means red, and Gurran means rhododendrons. Rhododendrons can grow in elevations of 13,000 feet. This is Porter Passan carrying a load through the rhododendron forest. These people are preparing pots to grow seedlings. This is Pimba Sherpa preparing a meal from her own garden.
If I were able to sit still and watch animals in the Khumbu region, I would most likely see wild yaks. But if I were lucky, I would see the red panda, or maybe even a snow leopard. The wild yaks, on the other hand, are hard to miss because they are large creatures with big horns sticking out of their fuzzy and furry heads. Yaks in the Khumbu region can be black, white, or a tannish color. Their nicknames are the grunting ox. We did see the Himalaya thar. Himalaya thar is a large, even-toed animal. The adults weigh about 76 pounds. Their fur is reddish and allows them to hide in the habitat of rhododendrons. They have backward-facing horns. We were so lucky when we saw the Lingar Monkey. It was jumping from tree to tree and very camouflage. There was no way to get a good picture. It had a very long tail and a black and white face. I hope my adventure that I went on helps you, to encourage you to go maybe sometime on the trip to go to the Coomber region. Bye!
Here is the Himalaya tar hiding in its habitat. We didn't see many wild yaks, but we saw a lot of yak tracks. Today I'm going to be talking about domesticated animals in the Coomber region. Domesticated animals are very important to the people that live there because they don't have anything with wheels to haul things for them. So they use animals. Most of the animals are much bigger in size so they can carry bigger things. Some of these animals go higher up into the mountains to haul things for trekkers, while some just stay down lower in the cities to carry things for the people that live there.
How are you?
Great.
Okay.
Hello there. Today I'm going to tell you about the feral dogs in the Coomber region. Did you know that they can actually be called Himalayan mountain dogs? They can act like watchdogs and guide dogs. In Nepal, people want to reduce the population by neutering or spaying the dogs. Rift 4 saw a lot of feral dogs in the trip.
Here's Ben with one of our favorite puppies who was shaking in the cold, so we put him in the snuggly pile of dogs.
We're at Namche Bazaar.
15-dog walk. Walking the whole village.
That's about.
Here's another one, 16.
Here comes another one.
Join us.
We got about every dog in the region has joined us on this walk here.
When we went from Flying to Namche Bazaar, we had to cross a high bridge and a steep hill. And when we went there, it felt like a normal town. There was a coffee shop, hotels, and even a mountaineering shop. Its elevation is 11,280 feet. The climate is considered tundra-like, and the temperatures stay very low year-round. Its population is 1,647. I think that Namche Bazaar is a very fascinating place. It is carved into a mountain. That will conclude the city. Watch Sam's balance as the bridge rocks. Here is the beautiful village of Namche Bazaar.
Tingbuche is a Sherpa village in spring and autumn seasons are ideal for trekkers. Trekkers come year-round to enjoy the beauty and test their hiking skills. This is one of the villages that we stayed in. It also is a very famous stop for climbers and trekkers who are heading to Mount Everest or Ama Blanc. I think that it is a very good place to stay in the Khumbu region. It is a place where trekkers stay 2 nights to get used to the thin air. The elevation is 14,469 feet. There are rock walls all over the place because they pull rocks out of the ground so they can build homes and have gardens. So if you go there and there's a rock wall, now you know why. If there's a stupa, go on the left side because that's the culture. On the second day, the class and the team were done in Tingbuche. They had to hike for 5 hours up a very steep hill named N.O.D. He had a dance party at the top of it. There is a really pretty mountain in view. I think that it is a good place to stay. Here in Tingbuche, you can see people building with rock walls, and you can see the trail up N.O.D. So here's Tingbuche, and here's the hill we climbed up. That's not Nargashan that we had the dance party at the top of.
It's already going. Yeah. You just slowly but surely did it. So proud of you. Nice job. Nice job. You made it. Yeah. Summit! Everyone made it, yes. Summit dance party. Summit number 1. Hey! Best dance party in the world right now, baby.
This is Ama Blanc. It stands at 22,349 feet. Ama Blanc, divided in 2 words, means Ama meaning mother and the Blanc meaning pendant. Together, Ama Blanc means mother's necklace. It was one of the most beautiful mountains that we saw on our journey. Here, the beautiful Ama Blanc rises above the Tingbuche Monastery. Mount Everest is 29,032 feet tall. It is around 50 to 60 million years old. It consists of shale, limestone, and marble. The rocky summit is covered with snow all year long. Mount Everest grows 2 centimeters each year. It is also called Chamalunga and Sagarmatha. It takes up to 2 months to climb Mount Everest. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first people to climb to its top. Over 5,000 climbers have made it to the summit. The wind on Mount Everest have been recorded at speeds over 200 miles per hour. The wind can make it difficult to find a good day to summit. Snow and wind have made a challenge for our friends Dr. Jon, Mike, and Colin to get to the summit. This is Mount Everest from near the top of Khumbu Glacier.
Yeah, so this is just a terminal moraine. 2 valleys, basically at my foot. This is that valley coming from over there. my foot's the glacier bulldozing down. It's creating this moraine, this terminal moraine. That's what we're standing on right now. The other valley does the same. You're going to see a glacial trough from above tomorrow. The glacier moves down, my foot represents it, it melts away, and it leaves a trough behind. Both valleys converge. Right on these hills are where we're walking right now, and that's all this sand. It's just piles of glacial debris, basically. And some of them are piled 500 feet high.
This is the Tingbuche Glacier. Did you know that the Tingbuche Glacier is 7.5 miles long? It covers 18 square miles. The Tingbuche Glacier is the highest glacier in the world. We were impressed with the size of the glacier and the moraine. We were shocked how large the boulders were. Some parts were really hard to walk on, while some parts weren't too bad. Like a lot of glaciers, it moves very slowly. It moves about 18 meters per year, and it took a long time for it to form. It took centuries for it to form. Calmness of the glacier. Look at the tiny people.
I want to talk about Everest Base Camp. This is a camp where there are tents for climbers. There are larger tents for cooks and dining rooms. Climbers stay here to prepare for summiting Everest. The climbers ascend and descend to higher camps to practice climbing and to prepare their bodies for our thin air. Right here is Everest Base Camp, but our teacher only got us here, 30 minutes away from base camp. At last, the trekking team and the climbing team made it to base camp.
So this is Everest Base Camp, 5,364 meters, and this is small prayer tracks from the diner for his father and friends.
Autism sickness is a very harmful sickness that can make people lightheaded, affect their visions, and can sometimes be life-threatening. Some of these symptoms are super painful headaches, having a hard time sleeping, and you have a higher heart rate than normal.
Some more symptoms are shortness of breath during rest, wheezing or gasping for breath upon exercise, and tightness in the chest. Confusion and slurred speech are signs that a person is really starting to struggle. It is really important for a person to drop an elevation quickly.
Miss Emerson had altitude sickness. That is why she could not get to Everest Base Camp. In order for her to get down safely, she had to take a horse for a few miles. We were glad she made the decision to stop. Here's Miss Emerson riding through a herd of yaks as she descended to Thukla to recover. Her horse was a little stubborn. It was a little scary when the yaks started to chase the horse. My name is Reporter Kay, and I am interviewing one of Miss Emerson's students on the people in Nepal.
Hi there.
What were some of the people that you met there?
We met teahouse owners, porters, some Sherpas named Lhakpa, and Gelje, and many other people.
What were those people like?
Well, they were humble, kind, caring, hardworking, and very supportive.
Sounds like you met a lot of amazing people.
Yep, we sure did.
Here's Miss Emerson with Porter Posson and a tea house keeper.
All right, well, I'm so grateful for you guys, and be safe going down. I'm going back up. Thank you, Lhakpa. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Also, give Lhakpa and Gelje a hand. They were incredible on this trip. They
So
were
incredible.
awesome. Totally awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gelje. And thanks, buddy. I love you guys. I love everybody here. Thanks to the porters too. You guys were awesome for carrying all of our stuff. And our foundation, the N.O.D. Everest Foundation, we're going to award an extra $600 to Lhakpa and Gelje for all the hard work that they did for you guys on this trek. And so $600 for my guys.
Yay.
300 apiece.
Well
deserved. Appreciate you so much. Love you guys.
Well deserved.
And we'll be doing another trek this fall too, so join us. But thanks guys for everything. Love you guys. Everybody.
Thank you.
Safe trek down.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Safe trek up.
Okay. Appreciate it. Again. Alright. So safe
Go
travels,
get 'em.
guys. Hugs around. Hugs all around. I don't know, it hasn't really sunk in yet. So thank you. I probably will when I get back up to base camp. Great memory. In a couple of days. Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks, guys.
Trip of a lifetime.
Appreciate it. Take care, guys. Alrighty, thank you. And the bags aren't as heavy now because our stuff's so heavy.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, glad you're okay. Okay. Take care of yourself down there.
Ay, ay.
Thanks. Cameraman, appreciate you. You in touch with Cromer? Have fun, man. Okay. Yeah, I sure will.
Be safe. We know you will.
All right.
$100? $100. Show us the trick. Yeah. What's up with this? Oh, look at that.